Hey, howdy everybody. How is it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today is another historic day for me. This is my third if you count Ego and Ego as separate EP/albums. But second time checking out a project from David Maxim Micic. I cannot wait for this one. I've heard that this one is extremely peak, and I cannot wait to check this out. This is Who Bit the Moon. I am so stupidly excited for this. I need to get into this. So let's head over into this scene. Look at this art, dude. It's not Aria Fawn, but man, at least I don't think it's Aria Fawn. It doesn't look like her art, but this is so good. This art is just, this screams to me like something like childlike. There's some childlike wonder about this. Like a little dude sitting on top of a clock tower, fishing for the moon. Like, it just makes me happy. It just gives me those warm, fuzzy, happy feelings. I see, like, just looking at the album art, I'm already smiling. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Let's check this out. I need to compose myself. I've said it before, and I think that it's true. That if David's discography is as peak as it has been so far, he could be one of my favorite artists of all time. And I've been obsessed with Ego into Ego for the past month or so, since not quite a month, I don't think, since I've heard that kind of, like, since I've heard that, and I've had that on repeat. Now I've listened to other stuff, but I keep coming back to Ego and Ego because they are incredible. And it's hard to pick which one I like better, because on any given day I could go one way or the other, because Ego is a little bit more heavy. It's one consistent song. It's got a lot of like, it's got a lot of like themes and stuff and motifs that repeat throughout. And then you've got Ego, which is much more single song oriented, but it's got like that motif from the one part of Ego that I can't remember because all the songs start with D and I get confused, that comes back in 500 Seconds Before Sunset. And like just all the vocals on that are incredible. Satellite, The Flock, Stardust, like, oh my goodness, it is such a masterpiece. I can't get enough of those. I'm ready to be obsessed with another David Maxim Micic album. Let's go. This is Who Bit the Moon. Love the production on this already. Whatever the tone is on that, it feels so warm. Feels like across the room, but so warm and inviting. So cozy. Jeez, my piano's up an octave. Oh! No! You can't. Stop. David, stop. You can't make me cry on the first song. Stop. Turn this up. I need this injected into my bloodstream right now. Oh no. We're about to get peak right here. It's so soft. It's so quiet. Oops, my bad. Sorry for the piano jump scare. I knocked my knuckle against the piano. Wow. Whoa. The bass. Ooh. It's such a vibe, dude. Ooh. Great first track. Really groovy. Or first big track, not an intro. Living room. Ooh. This melody's gonna be stuck in my head forever. Another certified hood classic right here, folks. Banger. No. Ooh. Love when the bass takes the groove like that. Oh, it's so catchy. Oh my goodness, this may be his, like, one of his best melodies I've ever heard right here. Whoa! Throw us underwater there for a second. Love it. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Pure magic right here, dude. No. No. Oh. Even the minute-long interlude tracks are so peak. Oh. Oh. Of course, there's more. Something like that. Nothing but banger after banger. I don't think it's possible for this guy to write a bad song. Getting a piano ballad track out of this one. Ooh. Interesting vocal manipulation there. It sounds a bit unnatural, so I wonder if it's his voice pitched up and then like chopped up and edited. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. It doesn't sound like that's the natural pitch that someone is singing at. It sounds pitched up. Whoa. Whoo! Picking it up. Love those piano chords in the background too. Oh, this part's back. Now we get 2 interlude tracks back to back, both under 2 minutes. Whoa, okay. Oh, this is like an outro for Damar. She's crafting, I hear her. Going right into peak, alright. Title track, outro. Oh, a wee bit funky. Peak. peaking it up right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, you can't do that. That's too peak. This is incredible. Whew. We're only halfway through, man. What's coming up? Oh, we're building. Oh, we're building to something here. Oh. Nice, nice. Throwing a fun chord there just for fun. Boom, little half step up chord. You love it. He did that a lot more in Ego. Oh no, 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 no. Shred it, my guy. Strings. Again, it sounds pitched up, kind of in a Porter Robinson way, which makes me wonder if it's, again, if it's his voice pitched up or if it's something else, or if it's just an interesting voice tone that sounds like that. Are we just gonna vibe for the next minute and a half? And kind of like fade out to an ending? Peak? Oh. Nope, we got more grooving to do. Wow. Classic David letting it run for another 10 seconds past when it ends. Some bands cut off the song a little too early. You can hear the cutoff. David lets it breathe 10 more seconds after it cuts off. Wow. You know, I randomly thought of this. More bands and or artists should add some little things like at the very end of an album or something, like way in the background, super quiet. Like at the end of like, I think it's Plotting You, Happiness and Self-Destruction, where at the end there's like a little monologue to their old record label, basically calling them out. But it's like you can't hear it at all unless you like edit the audio and crank it to a bajillion plus decibels. Something like that. I don't know why that thought came to me, but just like 10 seconds of silence, I was like, be cool if there was some like hidden message in there or something. Anyway, yeah, this was just as peak as I expected it to be. I went in here wanting to hear a masterpiece, and that's what I heard. So, masterpiece. There's just something about his writing style, and it's the tone of the instruments, it's the kinds of instruments he uses, it's the sounds that he uses. There's something about it that just hits me with like waves of nostalgia. And I think the art is also part of it. Like the art for all of his albums, it feels very weird. I mean, you get different artists or whatever, but like all of his albums, all of the art for all of his albums feel unique. They feel like him. Even the Aria Fawn stuff, which, you know, she does art for a lot of people. She does her own art or whatever, but even like the Aria Fawn stuff, like on Eco, the deer that's just like weird green swirly deer, or Ego, the fish that's just floating, and like things just are kind of weird. And then here in this one, you get like a dude on a clock tower, chimney house, whatever, fishing for the moon. With some, dude, you know what this reminds me of? If you've seen The House, the stop motion animated movie on Netflix, it's like an anthology film. There's 3 different sort of stop motion films within it. This reminds me of the one about the cat. Like where the cat her house starts floating, and like, by the way, great movie. Very strange, but great movie. Highly recommend. But this reminds me of that for some reason. It reminds me of that mixed with like books I would read as a kid. Like I'm getting kind of Goodnight Moon vibes. Also, if you know, you know, Goodnight Moon is one of the most peak children's books ever in terms of atmosphere and vibes. There is nothing like it. Unbelievable. Like whatever her name is, I forgot. I should know. I'm gonna recognize it immediately as soon as I look this up. Isn't it Margaret something? Yeah, Margaret Wise Brown. Goodnight Moon, Margaret Wise Brown. Like, her and the artist absolutely nailed vibes. And this is giving me those kinds of vibes. Not exactly, but very, very similar. Like childhood nostalgia vibes in both the ethereal magicalness of the music and the cover art and just the colors that are there. And I've said it before, but like cover art, album art just really, really can make or break an album for me. And the more that I think about it and the more albums I listen to, the more I find that to be true. Where sometimes I'm like, I don't really care if the art is kind of dookie, like whatever, like hindsight notes, it's 4 colorful squares, whatever, album's still amazing. But like this, like it just elevates it to another level. Like it takes already incredible music and makes it even better to have this visual of this album art of like a little dude sitting on a house fishing for the moon as you listen to this. And then there's bite marks in the moon. And you're like, what mouse ate this cheese moon? Like I look at this and I'm surrounded by peak. I can't get over how good this guy's music is, and I will forever be sad that I was not able to see him with the Vola tour because he had some stuff going on with like I think he lives like near the Russia-Ukraine war kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, and so he couldn't go on tour. I think that's what that was. I think I can't remember exactly what it was. Something like that. Something to that effect, where he couldn't finish out the tour, he couldn't do the tour or something. Which I was very sad about, but you know, people have life gets in the way. But I would have loved to see him live. I think that would have been maybe my favorite live performance I've ever seen. And I really haven't seen that many. I think I've definitely been to less than 10 concerts in my life. But I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm gonna go see Sleep Token in September. And then I think Vola a little bit before that. I gotta buy those Vola tickets, dude. Okay, anyway, this is so peak. This is such a masterpiece. Wow. Time to be obsessed with another David Maxim Micic album. Love it. Gotta go edit this and listen to this a million more times before bed. And it's already midnight. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks to you guys for voting for this one in the Patreon poll. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. See ya.